Dunno. Nice boat, but...
It's a hovercraft. Let's check it out.
Ciao! Che piacere vederti!
Whoa, look at the...
Yeah, my uncle's going like that. Hey, they're speaking Italian too.
I reckon this Jake dude knows everything.
Something about up to old tricks.
What does that mean?
How would I know?
Omicidio. La Nostra Signora, Rosalind Defoe.
Omicidio. That means murder. And he said something about unfinished business.
Didn't they say something about Rosalind Defoe?
Murder. He's got to be mafia. Jake too. Maybe he's taken Jake somewhere to bump him off.
Then why was Jake kissing him?
They always do that. I mean, didn't you ever see The Godfather?
Keep it technical, but as if you're trying to simplify it. Make them think they've learned all there is to know.
Mummy!
Not now, darling. I'm having a technical meeting with Mr. Caulfield.
But I haven't got anything to do.
Well, find something. Use your initiative.
I know how to play the game, Rosalind. Have I ever let you down?
No, not ever. But the opposition on Cersei Island
Guten
is
Tag,
very well
Frankfurt.
organized.
Wie spät ist es? Danke.
What are you doing?
You said find something to do, so I thought I'd practice my German on some real Germans.
A very resourceful young lady. Like her mother.
Yes, a very impertinent young lady who's just gone one step too far.
No, I'm telling you, it's all true.
This mafia hood pulls out this gun and forces Jake into
In that
his
case,
boat.
why is Jake over there with Gavin's mum? Looks like he's in real danger, guys. He's... kidnapped her too.
Keep dreaming on. Look, I've got bigger and better things to do. I just thought there might be some small way that I could be of assistance in preparing for today's important occasion.
I'm sure we could find something. Perhaps you could make sure all the other kids have a good time and behave themselves.
It's a pleasure serving, Mrs. Defoe.
And where might you be going to, miss?
Somewhere I'm appreciated. I don't want to go on your silly trip, so I'm going to find something else to do.
Take one more step, young lady, and I'll stop your allowance.
You can't do that.
Indeed I can. In fact, I'm going to right now.
But how will I pay for things then?
As I always say, darling, you'll just have to use your initiative, won't you?
You're a mean, nasty person. You're not my mother. I bet I was adopted. My real mother would never cut my allowance.
Kids, will they ever grow up? Oh, Julie!
Tell my mother I hate her.
What are you two doing here?
We were invited.
You were invited and you accepted.
Ralph didn't want to, but Lou and I did. Pays to know your enemy, Kelvin, and what she's up to.
Yeah? Well, if you cause any trouble, then I'm in charge of chucking you overboard.
Security.
Sorry, girls. I'm not coming. I have to go to the mainland.
But Mrs. Cunny, you've got to be there. You're the head of our fighting fund. We're already outnumbered.
Julie, this could be much more important. I've just had some information. Has to be checked out immediately. Better get a move on. Don't worry. You two can more than hold your own. I'll fill you in when I get back. Come on, Jules. Don't miss the boat.
She can't cut off my allowance. Use my initiative, huh?
Ahoy there.
Yes. Now, someone who'll fall for it. It could work. You must be very sad you're not going on the cruise, Mr. Andakis.
Unfortunately, someone responsible must stay behind to guard the base and defend the island. Would you like to live somewhere?
I'd be very, very grateful if you'd take me to the settlement.
There you go.
And a whole lot of other things too. A map of Cersei Island, and some scissors, and a pen, and plain white writing paper, thank you, Mr. Crump.
Okay then, maps, scissors.
And a great big blue envelope. And put them all on my mother's account. I'll show you initiative, Mummy. Billy and Guido said they'd take me for a sail. But I'd have to get a boat from somewhere.
You want to use mine?
Please, Ralph, please.
Sure, okay. As long as you don't go further than Jake's cottage and back.
Oh, thank you, Ralph. Thank you.
I'd take it myself, but I've got homework to do. Make... You want to go sailing, Billy?
Nah, too comfortable.
Yep, me too. Too comfortable. Get lost, Victoria Elizabeth.
I'll pay you $20 each when we get back. And I'll lend you my Wolfman video game for a week.
Deal. So, where do you want to go?
Stewart Island.
That's miles away. You'll have to pay us another 10.
Sure. And even more if you can find me some special shells when we get there.
Seems fair to me. $30 each. Wow, that's $60. She can afford it. How much more do you reckon we can get out of them? Should be good for another 20. Okay, what special shells?
Anything that's pink or blue. Use my hat.
How much? 30?
10.
20.
A deal.
Okay, let's split up. I'll try over by the rocks. I'll search the other cliff. I look stupid in this hat. You look beautiful. Now get to work.
Oh no, what a terrible accident!
Tom Captain Kitty Litter! Tom Captain Kitty Litter! Emergency! Code 521! Rosalind Defoe's daughter has been kidnapped! Repeat! Kidnapped!
Stop worrying about Ralph's boat. I'll buy him a new one.
Stupid dork, you didn't pull it up far enough.
Who's stupid? You said it was okay here.
What are we supposed to do now?
Sometimes I don't believe my own brilliance.
What brilliance? What are you yabbering about?
It's all part of the great plan.
This is really stupid. Now we're all marooned here.
Not for long. Once Hermes finds the ransom note, then my mother will pay up and we'll all be rescued.
What do you mean, a ransom note?
Boy, are you guys dumb? It's simple. I've staged my own kidnapping.
But me and Guido could go to jail.
They'll think you were kidnapped too, silly. All we have to do is stick to the story I've made up.
No way.
Forget it.
I thought you might say that.
You've got some brains after all. Wow.
Yes, I've got lots of brains, Guido. And if you don't help me, I'll say that you brought me here on purpose. And the kidnappers were going to give you 10% of the ransom. So you see, if you don't help me, you will go to jail.
She hasn't been kidnapped. Billy and Guido just took her for a sail on my boat.
I've always thought those two had criminal tendencies.
They were just sailing her to Jake's and back.
Jake. Now there's a kidnapper if I've ever seen one. We'll need some help. Call the police immediately. And Interpol while you're at it.
Right, Chief.
Just a minute, Derek.
Right, Ralph.
Shouldn't we see if we could find them first? It'd be just a bit embarrassing if we found that they'd stop for a rest or something. We'll take the base lawn.
That's just what Jake and his gangster friends will be expecting. No. We'll quietly sneak up on Jake's hideout and surprise them. Derek and Kowalski will take the base launch and patrol the straits between here and the mainland, cutting off their escape. That order takes effect immediately, Derek.
Right, sir.
Maybe we should wait until Dad gets back.
Speed is of the essence. They don't know we're onto them yet.
Yes, they do. They left a ransom note. What do you want, a press release?
I've commanded bigger operations than this in the past. And more dangerous. But never has a young life been at stake. This is a contest of wits, Ralph. And you'll soon see. Hermes Endarchus is the wittier one. Let's go.
They're not here either, Mr. Ender. Kiss. I think we should go back.
You just stay here, Ralph. Leave this to me. Just as I thought. We're too late. They've taken their captives to another hideaway. That Jake's up to his neck in it. See? They've taken his yacht to make that escape.
He moors it in the next bay. And it must still be there because his rubber ducky hasn't moved.
A trick designed to throw us off their scent. We must investigate. Look lively.
Well, get going. You don't expect me to freeze to death, do you? What did you ever say would take her?
I said... Look, I don't like it either. You got any matches?
No.
Great. How does she expect us to get a fire going?
Just as well I thought of everything.
Not everything.
No one even knows where we are. So how can we be rescued?
Like I said, everything.
What else has she got in there?
So, hey, did you remember the hamburgers too?
Heat them up in the fire.
The landscaping of the frontage of the resort will be designed to provide a home for the reintroduced native animals and birds.
Hello? This is Victoria Elizabeth. Get my mother. Quick.
And what about the sewerage effluent and the waste products?
This pipe that you've indicated is going right out near the channel that the penguins use to get to their feeding grounds.
Oh, bull dust.
Can't you let the man get one word out without criticising?
Yeah, go, Grant.
Tell her I'm busy.
The garden's spilling along the beach as far as the eye can see.
I don't care what she said. If you don't get my mother on the phone now, I'll have you sacked.
All right. It's me, Victoria Elizabeth. Hurry up.
I've been kidnapped, Mummy. Billy and Guido too. You have to pay $5,000 to these nasty, horrible people. They said to leave the money at the end of the jetty. And when they've picked up the $5,000, the kidnappers will let us go.
What?
And you better pay up, horrible, wicked woman who doesn't deserve to have such a wonderful daughter. They made me say that, Mother.
I am not going to indulge this attention-seeking phase you're going through, Victoria Elizabeth. We will talk when I get back.
I hate my mother! I hate her! I hate her! I hate her!
I herewith commandeer this boat as the only one available.
Hermes, you can't just take someone's boat like that.
You can if it's a national emergency. Now get aboard, Ralph. I need you. Let's back up.
You mean you want me to sail it because you can't?
I'll be keeping watch. You're not trained as an observer.
Okay, but if anything happens...
I'll take full credit. Responsibility, Ralph.
Now I'm going to be marooned forever with a couple of dumb boys. One day she'll find my bones. She'll be sorry then.
Oh, yeah? We'll give this Dumbo your stupid phone and I'll call the island for help.
Just what I was going to do.
Sure you were.
It's got sand in it. It's not working.
Where's your spare?
I don't have one.
Who's the Dumbo now?
Now, we are in big trouble.
Look, over to Port Bow. We found it. My boat.
Empty. I'm afraid this means the young people have met with foul play.
No, it doesn't. Just the opposite. Kidnappers would have sunk it, not just let it drift.
Perhaps.
I'm sure they're just marooned somewhere. Hermes, take the helm. I'm sure I can use the tide and the winds to find out where they might be.
Give it away. You wouldn't know how to fix it anyway.
Yeah? Who says?
Because it's so stupid you can't even understand Italian properly, even though you are one.
I can speak Italian and French and German and Japanese.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're so smart, tell me what pensavo che questo sia buona opportunità d'assaltare il cinquanto means.
It means, thought this was a good opportunity to finish off. Finish off what?
Rosalind Defoe. Yeah, that's what he said, Guido. Something about Rosalind Defoe.
Who was saying this?
Just some dude we saw on the beach with Jake.
Some dude, you thought he was a hitman for the mafia.
Jake and his gangster friends are going to murder my mother.
Well, we don't know really. I mean, we weren't all that close, and they were speaking real fast. And it's been a long time since I spoke Italian. And...
Quick, we're going to build a raft. We've got to get back.
Build a raft? How?
I'll help.
You'll help?
This is an emergency, Billy, not some kind of kid's game. Now move it!
The letters have been cut out of magazines, and the rest is in children's writing. The big-time kidnapper's only asking for $5,000. I don't think so.
I will admit there do appear to be some superficial discrepancies, but in my opinion, Ralph, I think...
There's Stewart Island. We'll find them there. Victoria Elizabeth is behind all this, if you ask me.
That dear, sweet child.
Dear, sweet child economy.
Hurry, hurry.
Hang on a sec. Look. It's Jake's boat. We're saved! Jake, over here! Over here! Jake!
Stop it! Stop it! They've killed my mother, and now they've come to get us. We've got to hide!
Hang on. It's not Jake. It's Ralph and Hermes. We're rescued! Help! Over here!
What happened to the kidnappers?
That was a joke. This is serious. There's a mafia hitman with Jake Lennon. Billy and Guido saw him, and they're going to kill my mother.
Jake Lennon? Is this true?
We heard him say he was going to finish Rosalind Defoe off.
Hermes, please. This is probably just another mistake.
Not if Jake Lennon's involved. Young Ralph, hoist the mainsail. We must return to the jetty immediately.
Hoist the mainsail and rob a ducky!
Come on.
Quickly.
Hurry.
Get
hurry.
in. Come on.
Are you ready, Kelvin? And now, the Circe Haven Resort.
It's got a golf course.
And you'll be pleased to know, Julie, that it's well away from the sacred Aboriginal site. In fact, I'm pleased to say that the Defoe Corporation has addressed all the environmental and culturally sensitive concerns.
Mummy! Mummy! They're going to kill you! They're going to
That's
kill
it,
you!
Mr. Undyne.
I've got him, Mrs. Defoe. I've got it.
Wait. I can vouch for this man. He's Signor Alfredo Montini, a distinguished guest in this country here for a very important environmental conference.
But they said they heard him talking about killing you.
Idiot! You said it first.
Yeah.
Let him go, Hermes.
Grazie.
I've just been to the mainland with Signor Montini to check on Mr. Caulfield, and I have proof here that Mr. Caulfield's company is bankrolled by the Defoe Corporation and always comes down on their side.
Mrs. Carney, I can see the basis of your concern. The Defoe Corporation would be more than happy to provide your group with the funds to make their own impact study. Well, that way you can be assured that our advice is fully independent.
Yeah, get your own, Julie.
Mrs. Defoe, we don't need your money. We have our own fighting fund to pay for our own study.
Well, Julie, I look forward to reading the results. But how did that awful little Montini man find out about the resort? That's what I'd like to know.
Jake Lennon, Billy and Guido saw them kissing each other, like Italians do.
You've done very well today, darling, and shown a lot of initiative. So I'm going to give you back your allowance, and I'm going to double it.
Brilliant.
Now we're going to have to find out a lot more about that man, Mr. Jake Lennon.
Come on, Jake, you're doing something here against the Defoe Corporation, aren't you?
Yeah, we know you're up to something. Tell us.
Look, this guy Montini came to see me. I introduced him to Gavin's mother. There's no mystery about it. I was in the right place at the right time. That's all.
Sure, Jake, sure. He's never going to say. We'll find out one day.